Hey, y'all. What up? It's your Divine Soul Empress. I ain't been here for a minute, y'all. I ain't been here for a minute. My bad. My bad. Don't be mad at your girl. I got your back. I gotta get on. I'm gonna go live twice today. I'm building back up my community, y'all. I've been bad about it. It's my bad, not yours. 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 Alright, y'all. Well, we're going to do a love collective today. Tomorrow, do minis. And then the next day, I'll do a love collective. Then the next day, I'll do a thank you for the likes, y'all. What up, everybody? Thank you. Hey, I miss y'all. Sorry I ain't been around. Y'all know when I do events, I get busy, y'all. I got a lot going on. But I want to know what's going on with the collective. If you ain't saw the video yet, go watch the video that I dropped today. Because it's dope. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. So that's good. Hey. Hey, what up, y'all? What up? What up, my beautiful people? I love it. We just had the Ace of Pentacles, so that's a good sign, as that is the new beginning, right? Wise investment. Somebody finds you wise investment. On the bottom of this deck, we have reconciliation. So this reading might be pointing towards reconciliation for some, right? All right, y'all. Keep up the likes so I can get some viewers. Y'all know I ain't been live for a while, so my numbers done went down. I gotta build it back up. I know I'm working on it, y'all. All right, let's see. Just breathe out. Well-deserved reward. So for some of y'all, Gemini season is bringing a reward. Communication is key right now. For some of y'all, y'all are getting a second wind in life. Communication is key. Make sure y'all share my video, please, if y'all can. Get your girl going. Get these likes and these views up. My views are bad, y'all. My views are bad. They were good, too. When I was rocking and rolling, see, that's called self-sabotage. When I was rocking and rolling, I was getting over 100 plus people. Now they slowly creep up, right? All right. Let's see. Got the Sun card. We got the Temple Path. Hey, y'all. What up? All right. I'm going to go live again tonight. Got to be consistent with it. I don't want to be. I'll be persistent before my ass is consistent, okay? All right, y'all. Let's get into it, right? All right. So first we'll get the energy of the situation, the energy of the connection. Make sure y'all follow me if y'all are not a follower. I read my followers only. We have the Angel of Love and we have the 6th chakra. So this is about bringing love into the situation. Remember, we had the reconciliation card at the bottom of the deck. And underneath that is engagement. So let's see what's going on with the collective. I'm with it. Okay. I'm with it. We have door to value. So the collective is definitely understanding their worth. They know that they are worthy of all the things that they desire. They are no longer settling for less than they deserve. So for some of y'all, you could be in separation with your person. For some of y'all, you may have set boundaries with your person, especially if this is a third-party situation where you have someone or they do. You could have set boundaries with them saying, since this is a situation, we can be friends right now until you decide what you want to do, right? So for some of y'all, you could be seeing 444. That means a deceased loved one is around you. For some of y'all, you may be losing your keys during Mercury retrograde. Look at that. For the divine counterparts, for the collective's person, right? You guys are, for some of y'all, you may be drinking a lot of coffee as well, or coffee drinks may be very relevant right now. It's time for you to rest your body for Gemini season. Let's see. We got the solar plexus chakra. So there's a lot of insecurities coming up right now for the collective's person. They are afraid of the connection. They are afraid of, I don't want to say being alone, but they are afraid of losing you. And I feel like it's like they feel like they're going to be alone if they do, because it's like they're losing their other half. For some of y'all, your person is opening up their heart chakra. They're starting to deal with their childhood trauma. For the collective, you could be doing womb healing. There could be some, you could be wearing a lot of yellow. Your person or your favorite color could be yellow or green. Or you could be wearing a lot of yellow and green because your heart chakras are opening. Interesting enough, door to value, our confidence center is our solar plexus, right? Hey, what up, y'all? Hey. Hey, my Mr. Leo. Hey, y'all, what up? Y'all know it's been a minute since I've been live. I'm sorry. I'm coming back, y'all. I'm trying. I told y'all I can't be consistent, but a bitch can be persistent, right? Gotta watch the cussing. All right, so for the collective's person, there is some confidence here. There's some insecurities come up. So the collective's person is working on their solar plexus chakra, their womb energy. They could be dealing with childhood trauma as well. There could be some things going on. Hey, I'm glad you're new. Hit that follow button. Green is your favorite color. That's your heart chakra awakening, right? So for a lot of y'all could find that you're wearing green, or you could find that your person is wearing green or yellow. Hey. Hey, Mr. Mike. Thank you for joining. Hey, girl. Hey, that's my girl. Hey, what up, y'all? All right, y'all. What is up? The thinking man. Look at that. Look at that. So what's going on right now with the collective and the collective's person is basically understanding your worth, right? So because the collective stood in their power and they spoke their truth, a lot of things are starting to, like a lot of doors are starting to open. You're starting to understand that you had the keys all along to get to where you wanted to be, right? The collective's person is healing their solar plexus. They're healing the wounds that made them feel inadequate in the connection, right? Their insecurities are getting triggered right now, especially during Mercury retrograde, and they're coming up to be healed. And as they're seeing other toxic traits in their life with other situations, they're starting to understand why the situation between you and them played out the way it did, right? And for the connection, both parties are thinking about the connection. They would like to have some sort of, look at this, shut it up, abundance. Both parties would like the connection to come back together, and both parties are individually working on themselves so that when they come together, they are doing it in a more logical and practical way. For some of the collective and for some or the collective's person, they're starting to figure out, like the collective or their person is starting to understand that things won't happen overnight, right? And due to the growth that is needed on both ends, the connection can then come back together. The connection can come back to a stronger bond when each individual is standing in their power. So again, we have the mirrors, right? Because here we have the door to value, and here we have the solar plexus chakra. Here we have confidence, here we have confidence, right? So both parties are working on confidence. They're just doing it in a different way. For some of y'all, there could be a lot of abundance coming. For some of y'all, you could be getting promotions or raises. You could be looking at other job opportunities. For some of y'all, you or your person could be changing careers. For some of y'all, about it. So for some of y'all, there could be some money rolling in. For some of y'all, you might get a message from your person. Or you might get a text, or there might be some sort of job opportunity, promotion. You might apply for a job and you're going to find out that you got it. Creating a significant change. For some of y'all might be moving, but essentially this blossoming abundance is coming. As you heal, as each individual in the connection heals, it starts to heal the connection automatically, right? All right, so let's see what's next. Let's get the heart tarot so we can get some information about the collective and their person. Thank y'all for following, hitting those likes for me. Y'all are so dope. Y'all got my numbers back up. Y'all dope. Y'all my people. That's why y'all my people, right? We a community here. Make sure y'all follow me if you're not following. Because I like to read only my followers. Reciprocity is real, y'all. So if this reading resonates, nah, that's a lie. My cards travel all over the world with me to every event I do. And baby, they pick up their reading and the energy accurately. The cleansing isn't really necessary. Plus, people don't touch my cards. But that is also something that they teach us that isn't really true with the cleansing of the cards. Share the love. So the collective, look at that, with that broken heart. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because some of the collective, some of y'all is bitter. And that's okay. Some of y'all is bitter, no problem. But some people do want to cleanse their cards. When I first started out, I did cleanse my cards. But that wasn't really a practice that I needed to do, right? Okay, I have some chakra cards from Five Below. And my first tarot deck came from Five Below. The first tarot deck I ever had came from Five Below. Now, I don't recommend that deck. The deck I always recommend for beginners is I actually teach a tarot class every other month. I haven't won this year, though, because I've had so much stuff going on. This is the deck I use. It's actually the Angel, it's the Fairy Tarot or Angel Tarot. They're both kind of the same. That is the deck that I recommend when I teach my class to everyone. Hey, what up? All right, so we have, sorry, y'all. I was answering questions, but remember this goes on YouTube, so I kind of got to pay attention. I kind of got to go fast with it. Not fast, but I'm trying to get it in a reasonable amount of time, right? But y'all know I rock with y'all, so I'll be answering your questions too. All right, so we have share the love. So for some of the collective, again, what was I saying earlier? Some of y'all is bitter. Again, we have that 333. You could be bitter towards your person without knowing that you're bitter towards them. You could also be bitter because of past scenarios or situations. This person could have hurt you in the past, or even you could have experienced other situations in the past that hurt you, and because of that, you are bitter. But this is you opening up that heart chakra because you're standing with your boundaries, and because you're starting to realize that people can't treat you how you don't allow. You're starting to open up that heart chakra and opening up to who you truly are, to open up to this like healing of this heart, to this heart fracture, right? To this love wound. And so it's like you're starting to understand that your person isn't perfect. And for a lot of y'all, there's an ascension here. If you notice, both of these have light, right? So for a lot of y'all, there is some sort of ascension. You may be going through the dark night of the soul with your person, because every time we level up, we go through essentially the dark night of the soul, right? Your heart could have been made of stone if you've been hurt before. If you've been hurt before, your heart could have been made of stone. And that's what's breaking open. Essentially, that's what the twin flame divine connection does. It breaks open your heart. But what you have to realize, look at that. And what did I say? Mirroring. And what is that? Heart imprisoned, right? So this is the collective's person. So the collective's person, basically the same thing. You both had walls up that were preventing this connection from moving forward, preventing emotional vulnerability. Remember, the twin flame, there you go. The twin flame, the divine counterpart connection, it's meant to awaken your intuition. It's meant to open up your heart space. By opening up your heart space, that's where your true feelings lie, right? Remember, feelings are felt in the body. Emotions are what we label them in our mind, right? And so because of this, it's like you and your person, again, because you're healing these insecurities, these confidence blocks that you had because feelings of unworthy of love, feelings of abandonment, you are able to now open up your heart space. Your person is coming up as the King of Cups. For some of y'all, you could be seeing 666, but Spirit is asking that you find balance, right? We have to balance practicality and spirituality, right? We have the Thinking Man. For some of y'all, you could be seeing 10, 10, 10. Yeah. Somebody is wanting to come towards, somebody's wanting to open up in this connection, probably the divine masculine energy, and they're wanting to tell you how much you've changed their life. There's some sort of cycles that are ending too. So again, for some of y'all, this could lead to the promotions, the like recognition for a job well done, even if it's not in love. In other areas of your life, if you're working on a project at work or something like that, there is going to come up some recognition for that. And you need to listen to your crown chakra. For some of y'all, don't run from it. There's new beginnings. You just need to breathe out and have balance. I saw 2 cards today about balance. For some of y'all, your person could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? For some of y'all, you could be seeing 777. Again, that's leading to this abundance that you seek. So for some of y'all, y'all about to get some money. Now, how, what, when, where, I don't know. But some of y'all about to get some money. All right, let's see. Let's get the love energy of the situation, right? All right, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'll be yelling. All right, y'all. Let's see. Thank you for the likes. Keep sending those likes so your girl can get back up there. I'm trying to get my views up, y'all. I'm trying. I'm gonna be more. I'm gonna start with a schedule. So when I do my love collectives, I'm gonna usually do them at like 11 a.m. and like 6 p.m. You know what I mean? All right. So we have the energy of the collective is magician, manifesting. I actually feel like this is the collective's person right now. For some of y'all, let me just say it's the divine masculine energy. For the sake of the reading, a lot of times the divine masculine energy is the collective's person. But fit it where it is, depending on where you are and who's watching. Because I know I got some of my divine masculines watching right now. So y'all are essentially manifesting the connection with your person. For some of y'all, February might be relevant. Maybe Valentine's Day. For some of y'all, I know this sounds crazy, but you may have gotten a shot recently. Let's hope it wasn't no kind of shot, but you could have had some sort of shot recently, or had to get something, maybe gotten sick or something like that. For some of the divine masculine's energies out there, but the divine masculine is trying to manifest this connection. And some of y'all could be moving with all this red energy, right? So let's get the love energy of the collective. What you said, William? Hey, holla. Ace of Swords. For some of y'all, your person likes you in heels. Whenever I see heels, I also think of strippers. Don't ask. I don't know why. So for some of y'all, you could be a dancer. Even if it's not stripping, you could be a professional dancer or like to dance, or you and your person could have liked to dance together. For some of y'all, your person really likes the way you look in heels. They like it when you wear black. For some of y'all, maybe some of y'all in here could be a dominatrix. There you go. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, right? So there you go. So for some of y'all, your person is really like, they really like the way you look. The collective is starting to understand the connection. They're starting, okay, hey, there you go. For some of the collective, they are starting to understand. You're starting to own who you are. So instead of being the victim, which is also helping with the collective's person, instead of being the victim and going through saying, okay, this person did this to me, this person did this to me, this person did this to me, it's like you're starting to own, well, you know what? I was afraid of the connection, so I really wasn't open about what I wanted. And so I allowed, because a lot of times what we find is we put ourselves in the friend zone without even knowing it, right? So let's get the love energy of the connection. 4 of Wands. Hey, this is good. This is the second time we've gotten this for the connection, right? 5 of Hearts. What did I say? Self-pity. Look at that. What did I say? By the collective and the collective's person shifting, right? Shifting to understand that they are worthy of all they desire. They are they are healing things within them that were blocking this connection. And both parties in this connection are building stability, helping contribute to the foundation of the connection moving forward, right? Even if, you are a little afraid of what that means, right? Because there is success and abundance coming. And so it's clearing and making way for your, the fears of success to be healed, right? All right, let's see. Let's get some romance angels. Uh-oh, hold on, y'all. One fell. Worth waiting for. So the collective is starting to understand the connection and understand that they know that their person is coming forward. They just need to have patience, because right now is the time to focus on self. So the collective is focusing on self. Now, whatever that means to each person is different, but it means that you know that when it's meant to be, it will be. So you don't have to rush anything. So if your person isn't communicating a whole bunch, you're giving them the space to allow them the time to understand what they want. Understand what it is and who they are, right? This is more than just understanding what you want. It's more about understanding who you are. And the collective's already started to think ahead and started to process and change their life. The collective's person is starting to now do the same because of it, right? So the collective's person is wanting to express their love. So for some of y'all, y'all might get a message from this person soon, during maybe Gemini season. Spirit is saying if you were bitter before and you're working through healing that, if this person comes back, give them a chance. Hey, y'all, thanks for the likes. Y'all are dope. Keep sending them. Keep sending them. It's okay to, like, your person is so for some of y'all, the collective's person may have had a hard time expressing how they feel. It's like, even though you knew that's what, like, even though you know this person wants to be with you, because they feel so insecure, they have a hard time expressing it, right? And so your person is ready to open up. Some of you, your person could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate all the likes. Y'all are so dope. Y'all already know y'all are dope. Right now, for a lot of y'all, you could be in separation, right? Engagement, yeah. So these could go two ways. So for some of y'all, you aren't with your person right now. Even if you guys are together, right, you're not really connecting on a level that you would like. You would like things to be deeper, but things are having to do this way because the time apart between the two of you allowed each party to understand what they really wanted, right? And your person is starting to understand that they want this with you, and you're starting to understand that it's okay to slow down and wait for things to progress how they should. And due to this separation, parties are able to come back together, right? And so for some of y'all, you could be coming out of separation with your person. You just don't know that yet. And that's what this message could be about. Because for some of y'all, if this is a third party situation, your person is actually separating from the third party to be with you, but you may not know that yet. They may not even know that. They just may know that they're separating from the third party, the third party, but they don't really consciously know why, right? And so that's why things are going the way they are. But again, with that engagement and blossoming, so at the bottom of the deck, we already have engagement and blossoming abundance, right? So things are going to move forward in your favor. You just may have some detours along the way that have to get you to your divine purpose, right? And that's part of the plan, right? Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit that follow button for me. If you're new here and you resonate with the content, right? For some of y'all, if you miss it, I will be putting it up on YouTube. Sorry, y'all. I was supposed to do minis this morning. but I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So for some of y'all, you're not sleeping well. For some of y'all, this situation, this is why you set boundaries in this situation. And it's been keeping you up at night. It's been keeping your person up at night. Pride and ego. So the divine, the collective, it doesn't matter if you're divine masculine or divine feminine energy, but you're dealing with pride and ego. The divine masculine energy is pride and ego. So that is very hard for them to get out of. But the divine feminine is starting to understand that if they want this type of situation and they want union, they have to balance out the divine masculine, divine feminines within themselves. Within themselves, right? So the collective is working on that pride and ego, that vanity, because they finally understand that even though you might not be together at this moment, the collective is understanding that this is what they want. And they're willing to walk in their purpose and their truth to get it, right? Because the divine counterpart relationships are all about living in your truth and walking in your purpose, right? awakening. What did I say? For some of y'all, the collective and the collective's person, you guys are going through a dark night of the soul. And you might think, oh, I've already done that. But every time you ascend, you go through it again, right? Because there's old habits, old traits, old toxic qualities that no longer resonate with you, that you are clearing. You are making way for, right? So we have the mirroring. Let's see. And another one came out, but I put it back. That one didn't fly out. Inner child. So this is about healing those inner child wounds. That's that confidence. That's that boundaries. And that's that self-worth, right? Understanding. You're starting to understand exactly why your person backs away. It's not personal to you. It's them trying to raise their vibration, raise their frequency. It's them trying to figure out what they want, right? What's going on? Ooh, so we have a couple cards here. Let's see. So we have pride and ego, recognition, awakening, mirroring. So you guys are both mirroring this understanding of the connection. Look at that. Underneath that was understanding. Mirroring the understanding and the recognition of the connection, refocus, and crossroads. So for a while, you may be trying to figure out, now that you're starting to, a lot of people on here might just be awakening to this connection, awakening to the twin flame term, the divine connection, divine counterparts, or awakening to spirituality, period, right? For some of y'all, you are ascending. And because you're ascending, you're starting to kind of think about what it is that you truly want. And like what you want out of this connection. So you may be thinking about, for some of y'all like to ride horses. For some of y'all can live by the beach. For some of y'all, you and this person is in a third-party relationship, which means they have someone, so your relationship was hidden. So we have forgiveness. Your person really wants you to forgive them because they made these mistakes in love. The collective's person is really asking for forgiveness because they're afraid that you've moved on and moved in a different direction. Something happened in the fall. So for some of y'all, you haven't talked to your person since the fall. For some of you, you set boundaries in the fall with your person. For some of y'all, it could have been summertime when that happened, because we had summer and fall flipped over. So for some of y'all, you could have met in the summer and then stopped talking in the fall, because your person was trying to figure out. For some of y'all, you might have done something in the fall. You might have done something trying to get back at this person without knowing it, right? Causing you to have some issues later, right? For some of y'all, you will have this reconciliation in the summer. I keep hearing, so I met her in the summer. For some of y'all, that song is relevant, right? Your person is trying to figure out what they want. For some of y'all, you set boundaries with this person. What did I say? Look at that. Seeds, spring. We have spring. So y'all done got spring, summer, and fall. So for some of y'all done had a whole bunch of stuff going on spring, summer, and fall. For some of y'all, you stopped talking. You may have met in the summer. And you stopped talking in the fall. And then spring, they're going to start talking to you again. For some of y'all, this is a cycle. Like every spring, because we always have Mercury retrograde around the same time. So you could be realizing that you're doing kind of the same thing. For some of y'all, the seeds that you planted back in the fall are starting to come to fruition, because your person is starting to understand their worth because of the connection that they have with you. For some of y'all went on a new direction in the fall. For some of y'all, your person could have stopped talking to you to go on a direction. They could have tried to rekindle the relationship that they were in, but they're starting to understand that nobody holds a candle to you. That might be relevant. But during this separation, during this time apart from your person, or this even if you guys were together and there was like a disconnect, this person has learned some valuable lessons regarding their self-esteem and what they want. For some of y'all, your person could be a Gemini, a Scorpio, or a Virgo. They could wear a mask regarding how they feel. They could be a little narcissistic, which means you could be a little narcissistic too. Both parties want this connection to come together. For some of y'all, you could be the one with the third-party relationship. So they took this time, to prevent this person from, they took a step back from the connection so that they could understand what they wanted from the situation. And they're starting to understand that they have free will and they can do whatever they want. And because they didn't, it messed up the connection before. So now they're choosing to surrender. So both parties right now are actually going, look at that with the marrying. Remember we had marrying earlier and understanding. So both parties are starting to understand that the part they played in the demise of this connection, right? So both parties are starting to understand how their toxic fears, how their toxic qualities that are actually insecurities, fears, have led to this connection ending, right? And so both parties are at a state where they're healing their solar plexus, they're healing their womb chakra, and they're starting to understand what they want from this connection. The collective is starting to be patient while the collective's person is starting to think about actions they can take to resolve this situation, because both parties are very sad. For some of y'all, your person might like your hair in a ponytail. You might put ponytail holders on your wrist. For some of y'all, the last time your person saw you, they may have been the last time your person saw you, you may have been in a see-through article of clothing. They may like it. For some of y'all, you may live in a desert, right? What you said? You seem to be right here. That's why you at them crossroads. But Spirit said to focus on you and what you want. If you don't focus on you and what you want, you can't get it. Right? You cannot get it. And you got to remember, Aries like a lot of attention. And so the fact that you may not be getting as much attention as you want could also be a reason why you think you want to end the connection. Even though you're supposed to be giving your attention, that attention to yourself, right? That's how that works, y'all. I know that's right. Ultimate achievement. So the collective knows that this person is their ultimate achievement, or this person is ultimately what they want to achieve. For a lot of the collective, you may be acting like you don't know what you want. But for a lot of the collective, dang, they already know that they want this person. For some of y'all, you could be obsessed with them. You could be thinking about them a lot. Sorry, y'all. For some of y'all been thinking about the nasty, okay? Y'all been thinking about the nasty. That's all I gotta say. For some of y'all, your person lights your fire. They could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. For some of y'all, your person might be catfishing you, kind of stalking you, like following you on social media from fake accounts. For some of y'all, you could be overly obsessive, which means you could be watching a lot of tarot videos, trying to figure out like what this person is doing. For some of y'all, you could be watching them. You're reevaluating what you want out of life and how your divine masculine energy was protecting you. You should not be forcing anything. That's the problem. Why are you forcing consistent happiness and affection? Because happiness comes from you first. So if you're waiting for this other person to provide that happiness to you, they never will, and you will always be lacking. And that's probably why you're tired of fighting. Nine of Wands, trials and tribulations. Tired of fighting. For a lot of y'all, you put in the hard work and you're just waiting for your seeds to come to fruition. For some of y'all, this is the collector's person. Four of Wands. I know that's right. We got 4 Wands twice. That's my twin flame soulmate card, divine counterpart cards. For some of y'all, your person or you could be married. For some of y'all, you just really want commitment. And you know this person is going to give it to you. You just don't know. You just don't know when. So it's like you feel like you're waiting. But you're not supposed to be waiting. You're supposed to be living your life. Look at this. Queen of Cups. Shut it up. Intuitive and sensitive. Your person can't get you off their mind. I told y'all, for some of y'all dreaming about each other. And it's some nasty dreams too. For some of y'all, I'm going to say this real quick. I hope YouTube don't get me. Because this video will go on YouTube later. For some of y'all got that WAP. Okay. And your person is thinking about you. For some of y'all, you are... Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or your person is. You're very intuitive, but you're also very sensitive. For some of y'all, you could be a little dramatic. Well, you got to reflect on why you let things go that way. Right? There's that Pisces. There's that Pisces. Remember, Pisces sometimes can be indecisive when it comes to action. So make sure you're not overthinking the connection. Look at this, and we have the Ace of Swords. We have that twice. So there's a lot of clarity coming about regarding the connection. So this person is starting to understand that you are their sunshine, especially if you withdrew your energy from them. And if this person you're talking about, if you feel like they're dealing with things on their time or things you're kind of like at their will, you may want to look at how you've given away your power, because Sometimes people have to understand our absence to appreciate our presence. So sometimes we have to take our energy away so they know where the energy and the connection, the healthy energy comes from, right? So we have the Ace of Swords. Like I said, for some of y'all, your person is going to tell you something. Now, what they tell you, if it's going to be good or bad, I don't know. But for some of y'all, your person is about to tell you that they in love with you. And they know that you're their person. Because when they didn't do it before, like, because they didn't express how they felt, you guys could have had a break or you could have had a separation. They could also be ending, if they're in a third-party connection, they could be ending that connection with the karmic. You just don't know it yet. Well, but the thing is, baby, them expectations is yours, boo-boo. They not theirs. Them expectations is yours, not theirs. You can't be mad because your expectations ain't satisfied. Then nobody tell you put them expectations on them. You got to see if you're not satisfied by the expectations that you have on them. You have to see where you're not showing up for yourself by listening, like by fulfilling your own expectations. That's that Virgo in you. Remember, Virgos are very critical, so you have to be mindful because what you are placing on other people is your expectations, not theirs. So if somebody showed you they're orange, you can't place them in that category to expect them to be no apple. You got to understand that they're orange, and you got to understand that something in you is an orange too. So we have the High Priestess, hidden knowledge. This person is acting like they don't care about you. For a lot of y'all, this person has never told you how deeply they care about you. They may act like they don't sweat you. They may act like they don't care about you. But when the moment you text, they write on it. The moment you said, like, you may message them and they act like they're not reading it. But then they say something back to you later, letting you know that, right? And so this person could be this person is starting to understand because of outside circumstances and things like that, that you are the person that fulfills their heart. You are the person that makes them happy, whether they want to admit it or not, right? You know, Tauruses are stubborn. Right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Eight of Swords, but this person is holding back. Boy, this person is in their head. So for a lot of y'all, your person has not come through with the message yet because essentially, truth be told, they know they fucked up. This person knows that they messed up and they don't know how to approach you. For some of y'all, this person thinks that you are really mad at them, which for some of y'all, you are. You could have cussed them out or something. But this person is like afraid to act. It's like they may have played mind games with you and you were like, okay, cool, I'm done. And that's not what they were expecting, right? Yeah, Taurus is a stubborn. Nah, you just a stubborn. Nice try. Sagittarius likes a lot of attention. So that's the thing with Sagittarius is, see, so y'all are bumping heads because your Sagittarius needs a lot of your attention, but because you're a Taurus, you like to have a lot of attention. So your control prevents you from giving them the attention that they need. So your person who's a Sagittarius might go out and get a lot of attention from other people and you don't like it. But that's because you're not giving them the attention they need. Scorpio, Sagittarius, cuffs. So you act like you don't have no feelings, but yeah, you like a lot of attention. So you act like you don't like nobody, but you want everybody like you. Oh, God, you know she's an Aries. Well, Aries like to be jealous. You do too much. You do too much. You just said your expectations is not being fulfilled. That right there says you're doing too much. How you going to tell somebody else that they ain't fulfilling your expectations? Aries are very envious. They're very jealous people, so you have to be mindful of that, right? So your person, Capricorns are stubborn too, boy. Capricorns are stubborn. Let me tell you something. Capricorns will put themselves first before everybody else. So you got to be mindful that your Capricorn shows you that they care about you by acts of service because they are service-oriented. Libra men are very critical. They're kind of like Virgos. They are very critical and they got bad jokes, so they may talk about you, right? Well, you think your expectations don't require much, but if you expecting an orange to be an apple, that's a lot. Right, because that Taurus is stubborn as heck. Leo men are very insecure. Leo men are very, very insecure. He's very critical of you and you don't like it because Aries get jealous and they like a lot of attention. Aries like a lot of attention like Scorpios. Aries like to be the center of attention. Virgos like to be very precise. Aries are more go with the flow. So your person doesn't like that you are so like go with the flow. They need more structure. Virgos like structure. Geminis are kind of cool except for Geminis are two-faced. So Geminis act like everything's okay, but they a lie. It really don't be. So every time your person's like, no, it's cool, I don't care, they're lying because they do care. So you got to be mindful of that. Otherwise, you're going to get set up for the okie doke, right? All right, so this is all though hidden from you, right? We got moon and illusion. So your person is wanting to... Your person is wanting to, like, this person is wanting to reconcile with you. They are heartbroken over the connection and the fact that you guys aren't together anymore. But they're not going to tell you that, right? They're not going to say anything to you. They're not going to tell you that. Scorpio man test. So be mindful when you have a Scorpio man because he does not trust and he will test you. Scorpios test love, right? 8 of Cups. Your person is evolving. For some of y'all, you could have walked away from them. They could have walked away from you because they were in a third-party connection. They were in a relationship with somebody else. So so you walked away. You said, this isn't what I want. I'm going to go be with what I want, right? Right. Well, it's not so easy to get rid of the karmic because a lot of times they don't know the karmic is the karmic. The karmic is just a representation of your childhood. So the karmic relationship is what you dealt with in childhood, like your parents. Like your parents' relationship or the relationship of the people who were your caregivers. That's the karmic. The karmic puts you complacent in toxicity. And the twin or the divine counterpart comes along and teaches you by awakening your heart space that is toxic, even if you didn't see it before. Right. 4 of Swords. So your person is healing. Your person really wants to reach out to you. For some of y'all, your person could be like married or have kids with someone. For a lot of y'all, your person is like conflicted because they're like, I want to be with you so bad, but people are like, but they know if they leave their situation, people are going to talk about them. He just with her because she's comfortable. Right, because your twin is meant to awaken you to your toxic ways. The problem is, though, those toxic ways are rooted in unhealthy childhood, rooted in childhood trauma that a lot of times we lie to ourselves about or we try to forget, right? So this person is trying to figure out if they want love. Like your person wants love with you, but I feel like for some of y'all, your person is just afraid. Right, abandonment wounds, abandonment issues. Married and lied. That's all right, though. Isn't your person Indian? Were you the one whose person was Indian? So he kind of had to get married because that's like an arranged marriage over there. Well, you got to go into your childhood and deal with the things that you don't want to see. Somebody's dude was Indian, so I was like, well, he had to get married, though. You can't be mad at him because his religion made him get married. All right, so... That's just what he had to do. That's what they do. Don't nobody want to arrange marriage no more. But if that's your culture, that's your culture, right? So we have the Ace of Cups and we have the Six of Wands. I know that's right with the Page of Cups. What I say? Message of love. Look at that. For some of y'all, your person is about to come and tell you how they feel. They just don't know how to do it because you be the Queen of Swords. So don't cuss them out when they come back. Look at that twin flame connection though. Lover's card. So for a lot of y'all, your person can't stop thinking about you. They cannot stop thinking about the boom dum dum that y'all used to do, the fun times y'all had together, if you know where I'm going with that, okay? For some of y'all, your person can't stop thinking about that, right? Right. Right. Well, you may have won, but the problem is you probably got some healing that you don't want to do. So again, what did I say? For a lot of y'all, your person, for some of y'all, you could be moving, but for some of y'all, your person is like going through a situation where they're breaking up with someone. And you may not know it, but they are. If you started to heal, you won, baby, already. That's automatic, because there's a lot of, you're going to see there's a lot more unhealed people in the world than healed people. And that puts you ahead. For the collective, you guys are thinking again with this 444. So for a lot of y'all, you got a deceased loved one coming through. For some of y'all, you may have a loved one that is sick and they may pass soon. So be mindful of that. For some of y'all, your person, like, you guys want to, like, this person wants to take you on a date. One time, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I got this card. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all. I got this card, and I ain't never got this feeling before in my life. And it was the craziest shit. I was cracking up, I swear to God. I just have to say it because I thought about this. And that's okay. Hey, I support everyone. I support whoever you are. I'm just saying. I got this card. Listen, one time when I was pulling cards for something, I don't even remember what. Right, and then he messaged you. That's because he's talking to you too. Okay. It's alright. That's okay. Because that's y'all being connected. Right. Just go slow. It's okay if you want them. You start lying to yourself. That's how you be messing your mind up. Why these two cards come out when I was doing somebody's reading one time, and basically I was like, oh, it came out like this. So I was like, oh, so they was a prostitute. So I thought about that. So for some of y'all, you could have maybe have sex work in your past. Because this card always made, I never got that message but one time, y'all. I never got that message but one time. But that goes back with like being a stripper or just getting paid for your appearance even. 222, I know that's right. Hey, I was like, hey, whatever you do is on you, right? I mean, it is what it is. For a lot of y'all, you could be thinking about your person. Your person could be thinking about you. For some of y'all, your person is depressed. They may have, like, for some of y'all, your person could be like a firefighter, policeman, something along those lines, somebody like high up, politician, something like that. So your person is wanting to be mature about this situation. They're definitely wanting to bring some sort of balance in the situation, even if they're not sure how to do so, right? Hey, I'll let y'all do your thing. I promise you on that one, okay? All right, so let's get some quick last messages for the collective. Dating. Look, dating and courtship. I can't make this shit up. For some of y'all, your person wants to go on a date. For some of y'all, you can't stop thinking about the last date you had. I think for a lot of y'all, though, when this person comes in to tell you how they feel, they may tell you after they take you on a date. It's like this person really wants to take you on a date. They want to go out with you. Ooh, this goes over here. We got obsession twice. So for some of y'all, y'all need to focus on yourself right now. It's like you know that this person is coming forward. You just don't know when. And so Spirit is telling you that it's very important that you focus on yourself and put that time and energy in yourself. It might be time, especially with the weather getting nicer outside, it might be time for you to start dating yourself. Take yourself out on a date. She said, I don't want to. I'm so through. Take yourself out on a date. Take yourself out and give yourself the love that you want. Get all nice and pretty and go have brunch. You know what I mean? Go drink mimosas at the, you know, on the river. I don't know, on a lake. Do whatever. Like, get out there and live your life. Once you get out there and balance those divine feminine, divine masculine energies within you, you'll start to you'll start to attract everything to you and stuff will be easier. Your person feels like you are peace to them. That's why they're trying to manifest you back into their life. They may not have understood this, though, until after you were gone. Because they was a little bit of a player. Player from the Himalayas. For some of y'all, they're not attracted to their person anymore, but they have kids with them, so they feel like they have to be with them. For some of y'all, your person is watching you on social media because they regret, like, they may have stayed with their other person. It's like they regret losing you. Right, because he was just trying to use that as a distraction. I've been exercising. I know that's right. How you going? He want to take you out and then you tell him no. How you going to keep rejecting a man but expect him to meet your expectations? Let's see. For some of y'all, your person is definitely watching you on social media. For some of y'all, they could be communicating with you. They could be catfishing you because they're afraid to be themselves, so they could be acting like somebody else. We got crossroads twice, too. And we got engagement at the bottom of the deck, and engagement actually came out. Shut it up. Remember I said we got engagement at the bottom of the deck over here, and over here we got engagement. Mirror. Be mindful of your thoughts right now. This person is thinking about you, so. Because on the physical, I hate butter, so he ain't going to butter me up. Right, and that's why you start to reject it, because you never felt it before. And that's what they do. Essentially, because you never felt a connection like this before, you start to reject it because you're afraid of it. Right, and it will. You just got to let it play out how it should and stop trying to control it. When we feel those type of feelings, we get afraid and we want to control the connection instead of letting it flow. So your person, it's like everyone is it's like the connection for some of y'all is at a standstill right now because you don't know what's going to happen next. But it's like the more you focus on yourself and get out of what this person is doing, the quicker this person is going to come back to you and tell you what they want from you. Now, can they give you that right away? No. Well, that's because you probably been pushing him away. There's something in here that made you start pushing him away because you probably got scared of the connection. Remember, this ain't about him. This is about you. Everything you have a problem with in him is some sort of problem with in you that you're not giving yourself. If he doesn't give you attention, then you're not giving yourself attention. If he ghosts you, then you're ghosting yourself in some way. They are literally what I just shuffled the cards, and now we have risk taking at the bottom. Now we have risk taking. What I say, for some of y'all, your person is going to reach out to you and they're going to tell you something. You have to start healing in you, because if you wait for this person to change or to meet your expectations, they will never be met. So you have to start healing in you what makes you like feel that you are like that you have to control the connection. It's usually some sort of abandonment wound. Almost everything, every trigger, even molestation leads to triggers of abandonment, because the person stops doing it and you feel abandoned even if you don't know it, because it was special attention. So every trigger leads to usually some sort of wound regarding abandonment or self-worth. And they're all actually tied, because abandonment wounds are tied to you feeling unworthy of love. So everything boils down to that. No matter what it looks like, hey. No matter what it looks like, it goes that way. So you have to get to the bottom of that by understanding why it's there. But this person is it's like the connection. You want to be with the person wants to be with you, but now it's about slowly figuring out how to merge the two lives to get there. And for some of y'all, you could be resisting this because it requires some sort of change that you don't want. Again, like I said, for some of y'all, you got to move. For some of y'all, your person might have to move. For some of y'all, your person is leaving old connections. And so it's like things take time. You didn't start, while you understood this connection a long time ago, remember, they're just starting to understand it. You're just starting to admit it's what you want. So again, there's time that comes into play with all of this. And so you have to be patient to allow the divine to work its magic for you, right? To let it, right. Because they be in the dreams. Well, if it's your quiet space from within, baby, he can't interrupt it because it's your quiet space. So you got to lock in the motherfucking key, okay? You got to lock in the key, baby. Can't nobody come in your quiet space if you don't let them. Yeah, because he remember everything about you. He was trying to get with you in high school, but you rejected him then. And I think I told you that before. So there you go. All right, y'all. So this is it. If you missed the beginning, I will have it up on YouTube. I will go live again tonight to do another. Right, probably so. Oh, that's okay. You got to let it out. You got to let it out. But you have to understand that you miss her. You have to understand that you miss her because you was trying to act like you didn't. But you got to heal that too so you understand, right? Y'all are very welcome. So I will get off of here because I gotta upload this to YouTube at some point. That's all right. Send them outside to play. You better send them outside to play. You ain't got no kids. Let me tell you something I learned real early. Okay. I heard a man on TV say a bored boy is a boy in trouble. Same goes for a man. A bored man is a man who will get his ass in trouble. So you better go give him something to do. Send him to the grocery store. Tell him you need him to make you something. Tell him you need him to go do something. Go cook something. Go fix something. You give him a task to do, then he ain't going to be all over the place. He can't sit still, so stop trying to make him sit still with you. Let him be. Let him be active and be. Right? He needs that for himself. I'll upload this to YouTube in a little bit. Catch me again. I'll be back on tonight around 6 or 7, all right? Well, you can't be just telling him that to get out your face because he get on your nerves. You got to give him something to do. Like, have him build you something so he can feel accomplished. Right, and I don't mind is the devil's workshop. Stay in trouble because he's bored. Get that man something to do. Tell him to paint some halls. I don't care. Tell him you need him to touch up the paint. I don't care if you rent the property. Say we need to touch up the paint in case they come expect it. I don't know. Let him paint. No, it's because he's not active. Because when he gets active, it's because it's out of him not having nothing to do. So he's just trying to find something to do, but that's what gets him in trouble. If he has a schedule and he has something that he knows he can do, then when he's idle, he will do that instead of other shit. All right, y'all. Catch my, I got to stop cussing too because it'll be on YouTube and you know they be shadow banning and all that stuff. All right, y'all. So catch me later on. I'll be back on about 6 or 7 and we'll see what that collective read has to say then, right? All right, y'all.